What's happening? Welcome back to the channel. I am Nick here with Ryan.
What up?
Having a good time with this One Hit Wonders marathon.
Yeah, a lot of interesting songs we've heard.
Glad we kept it going.
Yeah.
So let's keep going with Billy Paul. No reaction from Ryan. Thanks a lot, pal. I knew I could always count on you.
I don't know who that is.
Well, usually you just go like, like do something.
That's
man.
like one of the most generic names.
You didn't know what to do.
Yeah, what was
It was like, okay, Billy Paul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even you wouldn't have said anything to that.
No, I probably just would have said something like, Billy. I don't know. You know, you just have to come back with something. You know, the people just don't want to be like, what's wrong with the guy on that side? See, what's wrong with you? Get it together, man.
Oh, God.
Paul Williams was an American soul singer. He was born in Philly. He was one of the many artists associated with the Philadelphia soul sound. Questlove of The Roots called him one of the criminally unmentioned proprietors of socially conscious post-revolution 60s civil rights music. He began his singing career at the age of 11, appearing on local radio stations. His popularity grew and led to appearances in clubs and at college campuses nationally. He changed his name from Paul Williams to Billy Paul, so as to avoid any confusion with other artists such as songwriter Paul Williams and saxophonist Paul Hucklebuck Williams.
Hucklebuck.
Paul's career took an unexpected turn when he was drafted into the armed services. He was stationed with Elvis Presley and Gary Crosby, who was the son of Bing Crosby.
Elvis Presley?
Yeah. Later on, he established a lifelong friendship with Marvin Gaye. And there's a lot of other details I could mention, but we're here for Me and Mrs. Jones.
Ooh.
There's the reaction I was looking for.
This is going to be a good song.
Billy Paul didn't do it for you, but Mrs. Jones did. The single became Paul's only #1 single on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, holding that position for 3 weeks in December 1972. Or as our audience would say, the good old days.
Yeah.
The song is in the Grammy Hall of Fame. This was written by Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, and Carey Gilbert. Gamble and Huff formed a famous songwriting team that helped define the Philadelphia soul sound of the 70s. This is from the fourth album, 360 Degrees of Billy Paul, released in 1972. This is Billy Paul, Me and Mrs. Jones. It's already amazing.
Yeah.
It's already amazing.
Finally.
What an atmosphere.
Yeah, I love it already.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too good. That's just too good.
I just imagine walking into just a chill bar, but like the lights are low.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Nice couches, leather.
These strings, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
It makes you go all places.
Oh. You know I had to run that back. Get out of here. Instantly. And it fades in.
Me and Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but but it's much too strong to let it go now. We meet every day at the same cafe, 6:30, and no one knows she'll be there. Holding hands, making all kinds of plans, while the jukebox plays our favorite song. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. We gotta be extra careful that we don't build our hopes up too high, 'cause she's got her own obligations, and so do I. Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong.
No.
Oh man. You know, sometimes you just get speechless for certain things. You just have nothing to say. The work, and it explains itself. You know, this song explains itself.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I told you it was gonna be fire
impeccable.
by the title. I already knew it. I knew it. Since he said me and Mrs. Jones, I said, yep, it's gonna be fire.
Yeah.
And he said something about Marvin Gaye, it's gonna be fire. Come on now. I called it. You can run it back, baby.
Yeah. But dude, the music though is freaking amazing.
It is. It's great.
The orchestra is just going in on this song.
Yeah.
Oh my. It just feels like you're just flying, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally.
It really does. It's incredible. And it just the soul he has.
Dude.
Oh man.
This guy got a voice on him. I can
Oh.
see why they invested in this guy.
Man. The third verse, it just showed up. It was like there was no build up or anything. It was just that smooth. Like man. God bless. And I've actually heard that chorus before. Just that one part though.
About
Mrs. Jones.
Oh, okay.
Because on a radio show I listened to, they kind of have like this running joke that they heard him have a lisp. Or at least one of them thinks that way.
Huh.
Mrs. Jones.
Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones.
Yeah, they try to make a joke like he said Mrs. like he had a lisp.
Yeah, it does sound like it.
I don't really think so.
Really?
To me, it sounds more like Mrs. Like there's maybe a T at the end. So I don't know. That's just a fun bit that they have on that show. They're just really joking about it. But yeah, that's really the only part I heard. And that part is amazing. Everything in this song
Yeah.
is really amazing. I mean, you just talk about soul, just soulful songs on the channel. Man, this is up there.
You know, songs like this just puts me in a happy place. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, because, you know, I guess you would call this soul. I guess you put this in the soul category.
Yeah.
You know, R&B, whatever you want to put it as.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I listen to songs like this, especially when you got a really, really good singer, you know, it just you makes you forget about everything else in life, all your bills, your work. You know, maybe you got a broken arm that day. I don't know. You just forget about everything else, and you just hear somebody just like an angel. It just puts you in a different place, and at least it does for me. And like this whole song, like it makes you want to think about happy times. And, you know, even though it's not about happy times, it's just what I go to whenever, you know, it's just what I vision when I hear songs like this, when it's so good. And, you know, it's just a really good song, man. It's just enough. It's enough said, man. I ain't much to really say about it.
It's just that good.
It's just that good. Yeah. It's just self-explanatory. Like, he's literally giving it to you. He's like, there's no way you're going to not like this song.
I can't remember which airline has the commercial "Want to Get Away," but that's how I feel with this song. Like, you just want to get away from life for a few minutes. Put this on, man.
That we don't build our hopes up too high, 'cause she's got her own obligations, and so do I. Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, we got a thing going on. We both know that it's wrong, but it's much too strong to let it go now. Well, it's time for us to believe. It hurts so much inside. Now she'll go her way and I'll go mine. Tomorrow we'll meet the same place, the same time. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. Got a thing going on. We gotta be extra careful. We can't afford to build our hopes up too high. I wanna meet and talk with you at the same place, the same cafe, the same time. And we're gonna hold hands like we used to. We're gonna talk it over. We know, they know, and you know and I know that it was wrong. But our thing is strong. We gotta let them know now that we got a thing going on. A thing going on.
Yeah, that song was incredible.
Yeah, that's a beautiful song.
I mean, that seriously might be one of the best songs on the channel.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Wow, how did that escape me? Jeez, man.
Everything about
That's
song
phenomenal.
is just perfection. Literally. Even at the end when they put the harmonizing in the back, oh my goodness. That's a great song.
Dude, sometimes you hear music and you're just like, that person put everything into this performance.
Yeah.
That's what he did on this song.
Mm-hmm.
You believed every syllable from this man.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I know you said you're the singing guy.
Oh.
I'm not trying to take that away from you. But truly, like I've said, like how there's like the best things in music. And, you know, there's a list of those for me.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have a singer that literally just puts their entire mind, body, and soul into a track, not a lot of stuff beats that, man.
No.
It just doesn't. And just the fact that you have that with this freaking phenomenal instrumental, just beautiful. Like could not believe how good the instrumental was on this.
Probably some of the best that we've heard.
Like the arrangement is, whoa! Like how? The backup singers are great. There's keys in here, and just the sweet, subtle guitar. This song was just A+++++, and I'm gonna listen to it a lot over my lifetime.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see what I said before, you know, I ain't got much to say, man. You heard the song, you know, this is right up my alley. It's easily going on the playlist. I mean, if it wasn't known before, it definitely is going to be on the playlist. Just hearing a song like this is just, you know, for me, it just puts you in a different atmosphere of life. And, you know, something, you know, that I kind of, this is my take. If you take Frank Sinatra and put a little soul in him, this is what he would sound like.
Oh, really?
Yes. This is exactly what he would sound. This guy even has like the same kind of, if you ever heard Frank Sinatra sing, he has that like, he says like, each line is like, he goes by line, if it makes sense. Like he sings line by line. There ain't no like run-ons. There ain't no like, he doesn't, you know, he sings line by line. You know, and he puts a lot into it because obviously Frank Sinatra is one of the greatest artists that we ever had. But if you put a little soul in him, I feel like he would sound just like this guy. And yeah, you know, that's just my take. This is what I think. You have the instrumental.
Yeah.
Like I can't get over. Like I have cold chills.
Yeah.
I had cold chills that whole song. Yeah. That's how good that song is. Like it just goes all through your body, and it's just like, you know. I mean, y'all know when you first hear a song, you know, if you get those cold chills and you get that feeling, it's like, dang, this is a really, really good song. You know, and I feel like a lot of people would like this song. It's not just me and it's not just Nick. I feel like this is a song that a lot of people would like. You know, and I just feel like, you know, it's just an incredible song. I'm so glad that we did it. And I'm so glad I know it now because this is definitely going to be played on the way home.
Yeah, and, you know, we get so caught up in the music sometimes. That's, you know, most of the time that's where we really don't do the lyrics thing. But this has to be about cheating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't a fair. It just seems like they want to stop it, but that's what they say. Mm-hmm. But what do we do the next time around? We just go back to it. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things you can say about that, but you know, it is what it is. The subject is the subject. I'm just floored by his performance on this, though. And even if it is like a one-hit wonder, you know, if I was him, I'd be touting, look, have you had a better performance than that?
Yeah.
Have you ever put that much soul into a song? So I'm just saying it's definitely one of my favorite one-hit wonders for sure. Mm-hmm. And again, one of my favorite songs on the channel. That was just a freaking incredible track. That's it, guys. Don't forget to drop a like, and as always, please tell us your views.
Stay subscribing and clicking that bell. Peace out.